That's why. There we go. All right. Ooh. Nice deep breath time, right? Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is so wonderful to have everyone here as we kick off Shavuot, which is this wonderful holiday. It's one of our three major holidays. And this one especially, how awesome it is that we're here. We're at the foot of Sinai. We are here to receive Torah this weekend. And we are here to celebrate that receiving of Torah. We're here to celebrate Shabbat. We're here to celebrate a confirmation class who will be leading us in our Shabbat evening service tonight and who will be sharing with us some of their thoughts, ideas, and philosophies. We will be sharing with a bat mitzvah with Sophia, who is becoming bat mitzvah tomorrow morning and being called to Torah for the first time publicly. She's been hanging out with the Torah for a while. You are your best buds, definitely. We get to celebrate community. And that's exactly what Shavuot is all about. That whole idea that we were all at Sinai together. That we were all there standing in that place when Moses came down and brought Torah to us. We were all present. So what an awesome, awesome Shabbat it is. And tonight we also get to unveil, it's open. We didn't cover it. But, a wonderful mural that our congregation has been working on. Many of our youth and adults who are here had worked on the our mosaic, our 75th anniversary mosaic, and it's finally been hung, and we are so excited for that. So at the end of our service, we're going to all head out and go dedicate that with a quick blessing before our confirmation class has their dinner. So there you go. Whew. It's a lot of good stuff to do tonight, huh? I don't know about you, but I am really ready for Shabbat. I need Shabbat. So, yeah, how many of us need Shabbat? Awesome. Okay, so that means I want you to do the first thing. If you have a cell phone, turn it off. Okay? Turn it off, disconnect so you can connect. That's what we're going to do. We're connecting with those who are streaming in. Shabbat Shalom to everyone who are streaming in. I know we've got some family from Florida. Shabbat Shalom, guys, who are streaming in as well. So hi, Sue. Hello, Martha. Hello, everybody. Anybody? Do we have any other family that are? Who's? Your grandma? Huh? From Texas. Hello, Rachel Glazer's grandma from Texas. Awesome. Anybody else that we know that we're streaming in tonight? How about, tomorrow morning they might be, All right, cool. So, fantastic. We're very glad that you're streaming in with us. All right, I think I got it. Cantor. We need to sing.
We need to sing, and I need all your voices tonight. I'm still getting my voice back. It's been the longest journey ever. So please share your voices with us tonight and your smiles. Here's a nigun. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya
Well, hopefully, when you came in, Elias, thank you so much. Where'd you go, kiddo? There you are. Thank you so much for helping us with Mom, passing out our little brochures there, but especially with our Torah reading. We'll need that for later on. You're not reading Torah, don't worry. Confirmation students have that. But the English is going to be there, so we'll have that for later. And as I said, this Shabbat, we celebrate as a young woman is called to Torah as a bat mitzvah, as a daughter of the commandments. Sophia, how you feeling? Don't worry, after you get through this, it's easy. So Sophia, I'm going to invite you to come forward with your parents, with Darren and Gina, and your brothers, Joshua and Jacob. Come on up. We are all going to turn in our prayer books to page 2. So for our lighting of our Shabbat candles, okay, so guys, come right over here. Come join us over here. There we go. So it's page 120 in yours. Good job. Perfect. All right. Okay. So here. So I'm just your wick. You go ahead and you light. There you are. Beautiful. Yeah. All right. Perfect. We'll join with Cantor and Sophia.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Beautiful. As we all turn in our prayer books to page 5, Sophia, if you will go ahead here, I'll move this a little bit this way, so that way, you put your book there. Beautiful. Here's your Kiddush cup. If you'll lead us in our Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza b'hanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim.
Kivanu v'charta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltzanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim, mazel tov. Exactly. Great juice. There you go, kiddo. Mazel tov. Mazel tov, guys. Shabbat shalom. Mwah. You are welcome. No grape juice for you guys? You're good? They're good. Okay. Mazel tov. Mazel tov, Gina. Yeah, thank you. So we turn now to page 9, and I'd like to invite forward Max Boone.
We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born on friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessings, O God. There are those moments when people can say mean things that hurt me. You can call it bullying, you can call it people just being cruel. I know that I have to be able to take the hateful words and not let them break me, but use them to make myself a better person, because nobody should be hurt by what someone says. Life is not rigid. There are many times where I have felt down, but I have pushed myself to get back up and keep going. Life isn't easy, and the challenges teach me how to better myself as a person. The challenges give me the motivation to try harder. The challenges are not stopping points, but they are roadblocks that I have learned to get around. I bend, but I do not break. I fail, but I am not a failure. I've fallen hard, but I can get up again. See, no matter how close I come to breaking, I just continue to bend. We ask for reflection for those moments when we might not succeed. When we fall, we need that extra hand to help us get back on our feet. When we feel like we just can't bend or flex anymore, help us not to break. When we are surrounded by darkness, guide us to the light. Do not hand us success, but guide us towards it. Help us learn from our mistakes and provide us with mistakes from which to learn from.
It's my honor to call forward now Sabine Lerner.
Nelson Mandela wisely said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." I believe that Jews in the past and present have been able to rise above the hatred and fear of Judaism to create something beautiful. Fear is often the lack of understanding and knowledge. As a sophomore, I felt like many students in my high school didn't understand Judaism, so I started the Jew Crew Club to educate my peers. We have about 10 to 15 students attend our monthly meetings to learn more about Judaism. The purpose of the Jew Crew Club is to help spread Jewish awareness, to create a safe haven for Jewish teens dealing with today's dilemmas, and help understand how Jewish culture fits in today's society. We include anyone and everyone interested in learning more about Judaism. In my school community, not everyone was being respectful. I challenged myself to bring people together to rise against the hatred and misunderstanding. I feel that my place in Judaism is to be a part of those educating my peers about what it means to be a Jew, in the hopes that it will reduce the ignorance of those around me, to create a more inclusive and respectful environment.
Yasher koach. We turn to page 20 now as we join together Lecha Dodi.
Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. La la lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. La la lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, ושמו תפארת וליטילה, לה לה לך דודי, לקראת לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לה לה לך דודי, לקראת לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה, לה לה לך דודי, לקראת לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לה לה לך דודי, לקראת לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
Verse 5.
Toreri, Shiva Ore, Kumi Ori, Uri Uri Shir Daberi, Kivod Adonai, La 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 Lecha Dodi, Likrat Likrat Kala, Bnei Shabbat Nikavela, La La Lecha Dodi, Likrat Likrat Kala, Bnei Shabbat Nikavela.
We now rise as we welcome Shabbat to come and join us. We turn and face the door. We join together, page 9.
בואי ושלום עצרת באהבה, גם בשמחה ובצור עולם, תוך אמוני סגולה, בואי חלם, בואי חלם. Please be seated.
Bnei Shabbat
לקבלה, נדע לך דודי, לקראת קלה, ולפני שבת לקבלה.
I now invite forward Alana Schnee.
Any moment can be ordinary, but we have the choice to change that and make it extraordinary. When I was on the retreat to Joshua Tree, I saw the stars and the mountains as more than just ordinary. To me, they were so pretty because when you're in a higher elevation, you can see the stars better. There's air everywhere, but in this extraordinary place, it was clearer and easier to breathe fully. Sometimes you just have to take a deep breath, relax, let things go. Focus on what matters to you and who matters in your life. The rest will all work itself out. Just take it one step at a time. We continue on page 26 for Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
mal divrach rute וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחייכו בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב במהרו.
Amen. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם עולם בעלמיה. יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויבער ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושמחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה במהרו.
Amen. I'd like to have come and join us right now, Sabine Lerner as well as Evelyn Mayberry. Come and join us here as we turn to page 28. Please rise for Baruch Hu.
Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Entrances to holiness are everywhere, but the possibility of ascent is all the time. Even at unlikely times and through unlikely places, there is no place on earth without the presence.
As we continue on page 31.
This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly, on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over?
Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. As we continue on page 33.
As you taught Torah to those whose name I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mysteries beckon, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Shem Kivo Bahuto Leonam
Please be seated. So we continue with Ve'ahavta, page 36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'adecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
I'd like to invite forward now David Stenzel.
As we are about to sing Micha Mocha, we are reminded about how the Israelites were freed from the oppression of slavery at the hands of the Egyptians. The Jews were able to take action with the leadership of Moses and free themselves. Freedom is not only being a free people, but also knowing that we have control over what we do and what we think. We have the freedom to speak our minds and what we believe. We can share our opinions and our emotions. Our freedom allows us to grow and develop our own thoughts so that we can share these beliefs, morals, and knowledge with the hope of not being persecuted. Freedom gives us the understanding of respecting, respecting this important gift, because without it, you can't control your own life. I had a moment of freedom in Joshua Tree. I received a quote that taught that to understand life, you must make the important places your home. The home is not just a physical place, but a state of mind. It is where we find the people in a community, and together develop a sense of belonging. Although I was a member of this temple, I felt like an outsider because I wouldn't really talk to anyone during religious school and didn't really make any attempt to get to know others. During the trip, it forced me to get out of my comfort zone and get to know the people within my class. Once I got to know them, I felt like I was a part of the community because I gained that sense of belonging. I realized that there were some similarities between the people around me, and I started to feel accepted, giving myself the ability to open up and freely express myself. The experience from Joshua Tree taught me how to be free and show others who I really am. Please turn to page 39. in a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace. Give us the courage to say, Adonai. There is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again, we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God. Keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed, let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Page 40.
Di kamocha ba'elim Adonai. Di kamocha ne'edar b'kodesh. Nora tehi lo oseh pele, oseh pele. Di kamocha ba'elim Adonai. Di kamocha ne'edar b'kodesh. Nora tehi lo oseh pele, oseh pele.
I'd like to invite forward now Evelyn Mayberry.
In 7th grade, I was asked to memorize the poem Circles of Our Lives by Wendell Berry. Then after we spent almost a month memorizing it and reciting it in class, we were asked to write it out, decorate it, and turn it in. The grade was on a scale of 1 to 10. My teacher gave me an 11. I put so much work into that piece, but I'm not sure why. As I got older, I realized that 7th grade Evelyn knew that there was a very important message in that poem, that life is a big circle. The weeks, months, seasons, and years go in circles. But do we? Well, the simple answer is yes, but the real question is why. Here's the poem. Within the circles of our lives, we dance the circles of the years, the circles of the seasons within the circles of the years, the cycles of the moon within the circles of the seasons, and the circles of our reasons within the cycles of the moon. Again, we come and go, changed, changing, hands join, unjoin, in love and fear, grief and joy. The circles turn, each giving into all. Only music keeps us here, each by all the others held. In the hold of hands and eyes, we turn in pairs, that joining, each to all again. And then we turn aside, alone, out of the sunlight gone, into the darker circles of return. There is a start and an end to our lives, and throughout our lives, we start so many new things. So is it a circle? But I realize that these starts are just marks that we put on the circle. I'll give you an example. About 3 years, 9 months, and 17 days ago, I was standing on a bima, quite like this, giving a speech, quite like this, about Judaism. And actually, many of the people in my confirmation class were doing the similar speech on this bima. It's like we have gone full circle. Even though we have all met new people, experienced more things, and grown as humans, we have all come full circle. Our circles can join with others in marriage or in lifelong friends. We have our ups and downs, but we keep going. We go through the moments of fear, loss, sorrow, but also joy and excitement and bliss. Our connection to Judaism can play a big role in all of this. Judaism is also a circle that keeps going round and changing and evolving. We're all part of something bigger than ourselves, but it just all keeps going no matter what it is. Our life is a big circle, and we end right where we started.
Yasher Koach. I'd like to invite forward now Rachel Glazer.
When you feel you're in the dark, there will always be a light. There are people who are there for you to tell you it's all right. This comes from a poem written by a woman named Juliana. It reminds me of when we sing Hashkivenu, the prayer asking God to give us shelter and protection. Whenever I recite this prayer, I always feel a sense of calm and comfort. It's always been my favorite prayer, even back when I was in Camp Sholom. Uvetzel kenafeha tastirenu. This line in Hashkivenu means shelter us in the shadow of your wings. I feel safe and sheltered by God, a feeling that God is always there watching over me and protecting me. Juliana and the prayer have inspired me to create my own interpretation of this important prayer with my own. When we're alone, give us shelter so that we know we are safe. When someone tries to knock us down, help us so we can get back up. When we are scared, give us comfort. When we are stressed, help us to feel calm. When we feel like we are in the dark, God is there to give us light. We continue on page 43.
Yasher koach. Here you go.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. We continue with Vishamru, page 44.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
It's my honor to call forward Jacob Kaufman.
We continue on page 45. All right. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is unconceivable, without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. All right. On February 14th, 2018, students around the country went to school, celebrating Valentine's Day, a holiday of love. All seemed normal at majority student of this high school. Students exchanged flowers, cards were given out, all seemed well. Around 2:40 p.m., a shooter by the name of Nicholas Cruz entered the freshman building. He then proceeded to shoot and kill 17 people. He also left 15 people hospitalized. This is the deadliest recorded school shooting in American history. Many lives were lost that terrible day, including a good friend of mine, Alyssa Oladev. We met at camp the summer before the shooting, and at camp became good friends. Alyssa had the best smile, and her laugh would lift up a room in seconds. Once I heard about her death, I was devastated. I felt hopeless and lost. The only thing that could help me was time now. Once students started to raise their voices and started rallies, I felt that I had a job, which was to make my voice heard for Alyssa. Nowadays, I achieve my goals. I thank Alyssa for it, for I believe that she's by my side cheering me on like she would at camp. Alyssa's mom told us that when she visited this summer after Alyssa was killed, honor Alyssa by doing something fabulous in your life. Don't ever give up and inspire for greatness. Live for Alyssa. Be her voice and breathe for her. Shed all your tears for Alyssa in this space. When you leave here, don't cry for her. Make this the best summer for Alyssa. This poem I found has helped me deal with such a loss as Alyssa. It brings a sense of hope and strength. We should all live for Alyssa. All right, so this is the poem that I was talking about, okay? Life is like a roller coaster by Alex Stachter. Life is like a roller coaster. It has some up and downs. Sometimes you can take it slow or very fast. It may be hard to breathe at times, but you have to push yourself and keep going. Your bar is your safety. It's like your family and friends. You hold on tight and you don't let go. But sometimes you might throw your hands up because your friends and family will always be with you. Just like that bar keeping you safe at all times, it may be too much for you at times. The twists, the turns, the upside downs. But as you get back up, you keep chugging on. Eventually it comes to a stop. You won't know when or how, but you will know that it will be time to get off and start anew. Life is like a roller coaster. I don't know what to say after this. Okay.
We turn now to page 46 as we rise for our Amidah.
Adonai sifatai tiftach uhufiya giteilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotzeinu v'imotzeinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham, Ve'Zerat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Michayei HaKol atah Rav Le'Hoshia, Morid atah. Mechakel Chayim B'Chesed, Michayei HaKol B'Rachamim. Somech Noflim V'Rovei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar. Bichamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memid, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emana Talachayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Atah Kadosh v'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kidoshim b'Kol Yom Yahlelucha Selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated. So we turn to page 57. Please join with me in the middle. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. Page 59, together at the top. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ucha na'eh lehodot. As we turn to page 60 and we join together, Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atahu melech Adon Lechol HaShalom.
So, Shavuot, this wonderful time of receiving Torah, this time of recognizing all the complexities of it, all the beauty of it, all that is written within it that we say, why? And we go, huh? What does it mean? How do we interpret this? I mean, Torah, how old is it? Very. Perfect. Good answer. It's been around for a very, oh, did I say very? Long time. But here's the beauty of Torah. Torah is called an Eitz Chaim, a tree of life. And why is it called that? Because while it is rooted in tradition and it stays exactly the same, the words, the letters, they all stay the same because we can't change them. What can we do with Torah? Interpret it, wrestle with it. Yes, all of those great things. Where we get to look at, yes, on the surface, the words of Torah, but then we get to say, what do they mean for us in our lives today? How do they apply to our lives? What does it mean to say, I am Adonai your God, who took you out of the land of Egypt to be your God? Okay, well, what does that mean? What does it mean, the 613 mitzvot, the commandments, that so many of them we cannot do because the temple doesn't exist? How do we make it relevant in our lives? That's the beauty of Judaism. That's the beauty of Torah study. That's what we all have the responsibility to do. No matter how old you are, our children get to wrestle with it. Our B'nai Mitzvah get to wrestle with it. Our confirmation class gets to wrestle with it. Our adults get to wrestle with every single person. We all get to wrestle with it. And you know what's really cool? We all see something different. We all see and experience something different from Torah because we're all unique. We are all unique individuals. So tonight we celebrate that gift of Torah. Tonight we are going to have our confirmation students lead us in the reading of the 10 Commandments. Okay, the first set, the one that's in Exodus. There's another set. Who knows which book it's in? Good job, Deuteronomy. Yeah. Whew. All right, you got to keep the certificate, Max. Good job. So our students are going to read that. Now, confirmation. What in the world is confirmation? Confirmation is when these amazing 7 students stand before us. As Evelyn so beautifully said earlier, you know, it was just a couple of years ago that they all stood at this bima or another bima, and they became bar and bat mitzvah, just like Sophia, you are going to do tomorrow. Yeah. Feeling better? Cool. And at that point, you know, they interpreted Torah one way when they were 13. And now today, as confirmation students, they stand here before us confirming, saying, yes, we are not only young adults in the Jewish community, we are even older young adults in the Jewish community. Because we're not kicking them out of the house yet. Right, parents? No, okay, good, just checking. But it's so amazing to see the various stages in the lives of our students. And during our Torah service, we're also going to celebrate a young man who is graduating from high school this year. Did you already graduate? Did graduation already happen? Next week. Jacob gets to graduate next week. And we get to celebrate and bless him tonight. All these beautiful stages of life. And in fact, even, you know, we all wrestle with Torah, you know, a study of Torah. And by the way, it's not only the adults who get to study it. Our older young adults get to study Torah. Davi, you're on the block, dear. Tomorrow, Davi is going to teach our Torah study. 9:15 in the boardroom. Please be there. What is so cool with it is it's accessible to each and every one of us. But especially to you, our confirmation students, thank you. Because you are taking us to Sinai tonight. You are leading us at the base of that mountain and saying, here we are, we're ready. So thank you for that. Thank you. So we're going to begin our Torah service. I would like our confirmation students, will you please do me a favor? Go take your spots around the congregation. Do you remember where you're going? Awesome. Perfect. Yep, you're going to come up here. So come right there. Perfect, David. Just stay there. I would like to also invite, just stay right there. Perfect. You can turn around and face everybody. There you go. All right. So, because our confirmation students are going to pass Torah to each other, receiving Torah from one another. And we're going to place a chuppah over them as they're going to read Torah. So I'd like to invite forward to hold that chuppah over them. He's still the president for the next few days, Jack Holmes, to come on up, along with our president of our sisterhood, Brenda Beck, to come forward, and our vice president of worship, Michelle Sugarman, and her successor, Scott Singer, to come on forward as they're going to hold the chuppah. I'll grab that for you all in just a second here as you come up. Why a chuppah? Well, let me ask you all. What's a chuppah? What's a chuppah for? Weddings, tradition. Okay, cool. But for weddings, right? Receiving of Torah and the reading of the 10 Commandments, it's kind of like this wedding. We're not marrying you guys off yet. Parents, don't freak out on me. But in some ways, though, it's this commitment to Torah. And so our students are going to stand underneath the chuppah, and they're going to read from Torah together. And by the way, when we go to read Torah, so after we bring the Torah around and we set it down, you all be seated for just a quick second, and then I'm going to have you stand again Why? This is interactive. Why am I going to have you all stand when we read the 10 Commandments? Thank you, Sarah, because we all stood at Sinai. Every single one of us was at Sinai. Marla Elliott, I saw you. You were about the 5th row over to the right. Yeah, that was you, right? Perfect. Okay. So with that, I'm going to grab our chuppah really quick for the 4 of you. Okay. And I'm going to ask, so come on over here, Jack. I'm going to ask you guys to take a poll here. All right, and hold on to these for just a second. Don't spread out yet, because David and I still have to go up and get the Torah. They're all the same length. Don't worry. None of you get the short stick. I promise. All right. I could see that look going. Who gets the short stick? All right. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So in just a second, you just stay close to each other still. Perfect. Because we're going to go up to the ark, and we're going to invite everyone to please rise as we take our Torah out from our ark. David, come with me.
Lecha Adonai hagidula v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'ha'od ki kol bashamayim u'ba'aretz ki kol bashamayim u'ba'aretz Lecha Adonai הממלכה והמתנשא לכל ראש. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עובד. שלושה דברים, שלושה דברים העולם עובד. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים.
Sneak in this way, and now go ahead and bring the chuppah over. We'll set that. There we go. Awesome. All right. Hang on one second. Okay, now the trick is, there you go, go that. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Max, will you do me a favor? Pull that off there. Cool. I'm going to set this down here. Now that the Torah is at rest, you may be at rest. Please be seated. I do. Yep, no worries. Where'd the ad go? Perfect. All right. Okay, let's make sure it's marked. All right, so with our, here you go, guys. I'm going to pass this back to there so you guys can share. Perfect. So, as we said, we're reading the Ten Commandments. We're only going to read, the students are only going to be reading them in Hebrew, so hopefully you picked up the English translation. If you didn't, that's okay. You were there. You remember it? No. So hopefully you can follow along with us there. And with that, students, so David, will you go ahead and take, since you're our first reader, take your seat. Touch it onto the first word, Vaidaber. Great, give it a kiss there. That shows respect and marks the spot. All right, confirmation students, will you please lead us in the blessing before reading of Torah? Sorry, my fault. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamborach. Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Please rise.
Vaidaber Elohim et kol hadvarim ha'ela lemor. Anochi Adonai Elohecha asher hotzeticha me'eretz Mitzrayim mi beit avadim.
Yes, go.
Lo yiyeh lecha Elohim acharim al panah. Lo ha'aseh lecha pesel v'kol tamuna asher b'shamayim mima'al v'asher ba'aretz mitachat v'asher b'mayim mitachat la'aretz.
I know, but yeah, okay. Lo tishtaha ve'lahem ve'lo ta'avdim ki anuhi Adonai Elohecha Elkanah boked avon avot al banim al shileshim ve'al rebeim lisonai ve'osei hesed la'alafim lehovai u'shomrei mitzvotai.
Lo tisa et Shem Adonai Elohecha lashav ki lo yanakeh Adonai et asher yisa et shemo lashav. Zachor et yom hashabat lekadsho.
Sheshet yamim tavon v'sita kol melateha v'yom hashvi'i Shabbat l'Adonai le'oecha lo ta'aseh kol melacha advar udvidha udviteha avtaha va'atmaha uvchemteha v'gerha asher bish'arecha.
Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz et hayam v'et kol asher bam vayanach bayom hashvi'i al ken beirach Adonai et yom hashavat v'kadishehu kabed et aviha v'et imecha למען יאריכון ימיך על האדמה אשר נא אלוהיך נותן לך.
תרצח, לא תנאף, לא תגנוב, לא תענה רעך את שקר. לא תחמוד בית רעך, לא תחמוד אשר אשת רעך, ועבדו ואמתו, ושורו וחמרו, לכל אשר לרעך.
Yasher koach. All right, students, lesson after reading Torah. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan b'torchenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher koach. You may be seated. All right. So we have 2 Misha Berachs to offer. So you guys are going to stay right here. We're going to keep the chuppah for just a moment. Jacob, will you come join us, please? Yay. Oops. Stop. Hello. Jacob, come on in here. Oh. So we are excited to have you surrounded with this confirmation class, as you stood here also a couple of years ago, and years before that as a bar mitzvah. And how exciting to now be reaching for you this next phase in your life of graduating from high school and moving on to college. And so you're going to be going to
Orange Coast College.
Yay, Mazel Tov. So we get to offer you this Mishaberach, this blessing for this evening, as we say, Atah chonen la'adam da'at umlamed le'enosh binah. By your grace, O God, we have the power to gain knowledge and to grow in understanding. Favor us with knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, for you, O God, are their source. We praise you, O God, gracious giver of knowledge. We pray for wisdom to hold all truth sacred, whether it comes from the Torah and its interpreters of old, or from the scholars of our own age. Help Jacob here and all of our students as you begin the next stage of your educational journey. Eternal God, see beyond the surface of things to understand that in your beauty is but a reflection of your wondrous creative power at work in this wonderful young man and in all of the universe. Give this young man a discerning mind, that he may recognize what is good and reject what is false and harmful. And grant unto him a heart of wisdom, that as your partner in the work of creation, you may learn to use your knowledge for righteous purpose. Wherever you go, wherever and whatever you do, let you be a true child of our people of Israel, faithful to justice and truth, eager for knowledge and insight, and may the study of Torah always be sweet as honey on your lips, along with all of the wonderful study that is before you. And let all of us say together, Amen. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Well, okay, students, I'm going to let you guys head back down as well. Thank you. Except for I'm going to keep, who am I keeping up here? Sabine. Sabine, you're going to stay up here with me. We're going to, though, take our chuppah, and we're going to move it back over to here. Come this way. We're going to put it, yeah, exactly. Right, we'll just kind of lean it against over here. Thank you. Yeah, we'll go right over here. Whoops, do I have all 4? Here we go. Cool. Yeah, I think so. Is that got it? All right, thank you very, very much. Let that go down like that. Perfect. Thank you. Sabine, it's okay, sorry, I got you nervous, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. Poof, hello. Before the lifting and honoring of Torah, we offer up a Mishaberach of healing as well during our Torah service. Mi sheberach avotenu v'imotenu Avraham, Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel v'Leah. Hu yivarech et hacholim. As we think about now those in our congregation and those within our own family and friends who are in need of healing, I invite you to share names of those with us or to hold them within your heart as well. So if we'd like to include names from Mi sheberach. Ed Ruby. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all of those who are ill and in need of healing. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send everyone who is in need of healing a complete renewal of body and spirit. And let us say, Amen. As we now rise and we give honor to the Torah, we turn to page 252, and Sabine, if you will do us the honor of lifting Torah.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה.
יישר כוח.
יאללה לה 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 יאללה לה 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 יאללה לה 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 יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la la yalla la la yalla la 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 yalla la 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 la.
Confirmation class, will you please come and join us at the Ark as well? We remain standing with Eitz Chaim. However, if there's anybody who does need to sit, you are welcome to sit, but otherwise we stay standing as we open the Ark. Guys, go ahead and open up the Ark.
It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
Fill in my circle, guys. Cantor will put down his guitar. Not that close. Hi, yay. Here we go. Now come here. I'm kidding. Cantor's going to come join us as well. As we get to take this opportunity and bless you as you have blessed us. What an amazing year it's been. A year of growth, a year of exploring, a year of wrestling. A year of God shopping, a year of exploring the wilderness, a year of giving out questions and quotes and asking you, what do they mean? A year of climbing rocks and sometimes falling and scraping, nothing major, don't worry. A year of even cooking together. A year of, yes, laughing together. This week's parasha, not only do we read tonight this portion of the Ten Commandments, but this week we read Bamidbar, in the desert. We were in the desert together. How awesome for us to look up at those stars and to see them shining down at us, even when it was a little chilly out there. We made ourselves go out there and look at them. And when we say Mazal Tov, it doesn't mean just good luck. It means, may you have good constellations. You see the stars, that's how we know where we're going, where we can go to, and sometimes even where we've been. So may each of you have good constellations on your journey. Your journey not only of Judaism that you continue to explore and wrestle with, and please continue to explore and wrestle with. As I told you all when you became bar and bat mitzvah, that wasn't the end. Thank you, you're here. But also what I hope you will wrestle with all of your lives. Torah is lifelong wrestling, so please do. Also, this parasha talks about counting people. You all made a point to come to this place, to study, to wrestle, to laugh together. You all came to this place to say, I count. So thank you. Thank you for stepping forward and saying, I count, and I want to be counted. You will always be counted. You are always a part of this congregational family. You are always a part of the people of Israel. So continue to do and be who you are. Continue to bless us, because we are blessed by each and every one of you. So we say thank you. Thank you for blessing us. We hope in our lifetime we will always be able to bless you as well, not just at this moment, but at every moment. And we thank your parents too, and your families, because they made a promise when you were born to bring you to Torah, to chuppah, and ma'asim tovim. Chuppah, we'll hold on to that for a while. But to Torah, they brought you to Torah. They were helpful and responsible and sometimes even pushing you to say you're going, like it or not. So thank you. Because that's their responsibility. But now you take that on as well. And we're grateful for that. And ma'asim tovim, doing acts of loving kindness. You each do acts of loving kindness in so many different ways. You do it for one another, you do it for our community, and you do it for our world. We count on you to make our world a better place. We count on you to bring justice. We count on you to create change for the good. So thank you. Thank you for that blessing. But now allow us to bless you. Words of Torah that have been passed on one generation to the next. And someday, may you have the opportunity to say to your children, yeah, you get to wrestle with Torah. And wow, it's a gift, and it's awesome. I hope you will do that as we get to bless you with these words.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and watch over you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's light shine on you, in you, and through you, and may God be truly gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May each of you always feel God's presence around you. Always feel a divine spirit around you. Always feel something there that is greater than yourself, whatever that is. But may you always experience that as wholeness, as completeness, as shalom, as peace. Kein yehi ratzon. May this be God's will. And let us all say,
Amen.
Amen. If you all will turn and face our community, there you go. As we join together with Shehechianu, giving thanks to God for giving us life and sustaining us and enabling us to reach this moment.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Want to have everybody be seated? Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Good, it still works. All right. Come on down over here, guys. I want you to go just right over to the left, to my left. Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. Just don't trip on the chuppah right there. All right. And actually, oh wait, you know what? I don't want you going that far. I want you to come closer. Sorry. I'm at the wrong place. Come here. I would like you guys, because you have a blessing to offer all of us. So, here we go. And parents, make sure that you have your blessing as well ready. There you go. Yes. Okay. You step up for your part first. So, Evelyn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go for it.
As confirmands, we confirm our commitment to our congregation and to our community, as well as to the teachings and ideals of our Jewish faith.
In ancient days, when the temple stood in Jerusalem, our people made a pilgrimage to bring the fruits of their harvest as an offering to God for the bounty of the earth and for the gift of Torah.
In this spirit, we bring our offering of the Jewish future.
We confirmands stand here today, as generations have done for us, to make this declaration.
God says, "Turn to me and live." And we, the people, answer, "All that you have spoken, we will do."
God says, I make this covenant with you, but also with those who will come after you. And we, the people, answer, we will do and we will understand.
God says, love one another as yourself, and we, the people, answer, we are here, we are ready.
Parents of our confirmation class and grandma too, if you will please rise to recite your blessing to our confirmation students. I'll give you a count off. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Amen. Yasher koach. Thank you, parents. You may be seated. All right, confirmation. Yes, if you want to, here we go. I'll collect those. Now you can move over slightly that direction, not too far. Perfect. As I'd like to invite forward Jody Kaufman, not only a mom of a confirmand, but also the director of congregational learning. So to help us make some presentations on behalf of our confirmation class, we're not going to hand it to them right now because you'll see it's propping up their masks right now, but we want to thank our sisterhood as well for giving a wonderful gift to our confirmation students too, that it should protect you. You'll find out what it is later, but it should protect you and watch over you in what will be another stage of your life coming very soon, or already has for some of you. I'll give you the, yeah, okay. Give him a little clue. There we go. Now, if you were wondering about the masks that are standing right, sorry, that are on the table right here, Our confirmation students made those masks. Most of them were made on our retreat in Joshua Tree, and also a couple of them were done here. And we talked about our identity. We talked about who we are, how we are seen by the world and how we see ourselves, and also other elements, a lot of things that were influenced by Joshua Tree, especially snow. Lots and lots of snow. I think, Evelyn, if you could have taken home, and she had such a big snowball. She hiked with this huge snowball. Yeah, exactly, and David did too, yep. And do you want to build a snowman? Yeah, we were doing that a lot. I was impressed. So lots of snow. So we'll go ahead and let you look at those masks. And they said, do we have to talk about our masks? I said, no, but people will ask you about them. Please ask them about their masks. All right, so with that, Jody, yes. Mazel tov. Could you guess?
Rachel Glazer. Evelyn Mayberry. David Stenzel. Max Boone.
Thank you. If you didn't guess from that, that was the order of their masks. Now you know whose was whose. There you go. Because they're going, that wasn't alphabetical. It's by the order of their masks. All right. It is my honor for the last Shabbat of his presidency to call forward Jack Holmes to share some things going on, because we're way too close to summer to say the A word. And I know this group. Do not say the word, whatever you do. Shabbat Shalom, Jack, and Mazel Tov to you.
Okay.
This is a huge moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
What another amazing service here at TBS. It's just amazing what we do here. Mazel Tov to Sophia and the Lipinski family on becoming a bat mitzvah. How amazing is that? You're going to do great tomorrow, right? We're counting on you. All right. Mazel Tov to the confirmation class. What an amazing group of young people. The things you said were so insightful. It's just amazing that you're part of our community. Thank you so much. Yasher Kowak on the job you did tonight. Tomorrow, Torah studies will be led by Davi Cohen. You're doing Midbar, is that right? If you want to see how you make accounting exciting, you have to go tomorrow. Right? The accounting part?
Very exciting history of the U.S. Census.
The U.S. Census. Oh, got to go. All right. Sunday the 9th is our Shavuot morning of learning, food, and community. Our Yizkor service will be at 9:15, followed by the Brotherhood Speaker Series at 10. And the speaker is going to be Dr. Mark Filowitz, and his topic is going to be free speech on college campuses and other issues in universities today, which is something that should be of great interest to you people there. There's going to be a light brunch after that at 11:30, sponsored by our Brotherhood. And at 12 o'clock, Rabbi Cohen is going to discuss our journey as Jews, how we got here, and where do we go next. June 21st, following services, will be a concert with Mostly Kosher. Bring your dinner, enjoy live music, and we're going to provide dessert. Our brotherhood is doing a book scholarship program for our college students to help offset the cost of their books. The details of that are online, and applications are due by July 1st. Winners are going to be announced on August 1st. There's more information on the website if you want to submit an application. And of course, in our Shabbat bulletin, we list the things that Mitzvah Meals needs this week. And Sarah, as always, is over there ready to open our gift shop. I would like to give a very special mazel tov to our rabbi, Heidi Cohen, because this month marks her 21st anniversary as our rabbi. Yeah. All right. And as Rabbi Cohen said, this is my last Shabbat service as your president, because next week, Mitch will be our new president. Congratulations and mazel tov to you. Yeah. I just want to say that it's been an honor and a pleasure serving as your president. I've learned so much about Judaism, temple life, and most importantly, about our congregation. Thank you all for your support and dedication to all things that are TBS. Thank you very much. And finally, I want to thank my wife, Angela, because she supported me during my presidency, and there's nobody that can do it alone. Thank you, Angela. You're wonderful. Thank you. And Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Thank you. Mazel tov.
To you too.
Yay. And we want to thank Angela and Jack, as well as the Lipinski family, for sponsoring our Oneg tonight in honor of Angela's birthday. Yom Holedet Sameach, a very, very happy birthday to you, until 120 with good strength. All right. So with that, my friends, we are going to conclude our service as we turn to page 282, and we rise for Aleinu L'Shabeach.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני במלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
As we remain standing and our thoughts turn to those who are no longer with us, yet truly each and every one of our loved ones, they are a blessing. Their memories, their stories, all that they shared with us, their Torah, we hold on and we hold in our hearts. We remember those who have recently departed: Sybil Stenzel, Martin Ruby, and Jack Hollander. We remember also those whose yahrzeits we recall on this Shabbat and during this coming week: Clara Amster, Joseph Brown, Linda Chess, Perry Dubin, Rose Falbaum, Harry Frank, Lillian Gibble, Lawrence Goldman, Andrew Knopf, Robert Littman, Nehemiah Myers, Jacob Miller, Frank Nice, Albert Phillips, Marie Reutberg, Jarrett Rothman, Barry Rubenstein, David Sachs, Gary Schaefer, Susan Schneider, Louis Swartz, Hyman Thompson, Mildred Winston, John Zitney, and Betty Zwick. If there is anyone here who's in the period of mourning of Shiva, Shloshim, or Shana, or is observing a yahrzeit of a loved one whose name I have not called, I invite you, as I face in your direction, to please share their names with us. For all of them and for all those who have given their lives al Kiddush Hashem, for the sanctification of God's holy name, and for all of those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, We join together as one congregation on page 294 as we join together with Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's Kaddish. Yit kadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divrach pirtei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lomei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram b'yama v'imru amen. Yehei shlam araba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all the bereaved among us. And let us say together, Amen. As we're going to, in just a moment, join with our closing song. But first, Sophia, there's challah. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I got nervous. Here it is. All right, my dear. You all ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lachem min haaretz b'tei avon. Both pieces. Yeah. You got it. Ooh, perfect. And Darren, you know our blessings come not only from our hands but also from God on high. Oh, nice one. Perfect. All right. So we are going to join with our closing song together. Confirmation students, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and take off your talit right there. Put them on the seat right there. And you're going to walk up with me. We're going to go to the back of the sanctuary there for our closing song. And then we're all going to follow them out to our mosaic so we can dedicate it. Here we go. Oh, say shalom b'mromav. Get to it. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Come with us.
Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom.